Okay, we are here in Lake Mary. Let's find out if this storm caused any damage. Let's go see what we're dealing with. This is what usually happens when hail strikes. This roof looks perfectly fine from the road, and then on closer inspection you can then find the damage. First we'll take a few pictures before anything gets inspected thoroughly, just to get an idea of what things look like. So right here, homeowner thought they only had a couple ripped screens, which of course they are, but if you look a little closer, there's actually holes on them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What made it look like just a ripped screen, you actually have a situation where all of these screens need to go. Some interesting signs. Got impact marks on the goose fence. Right here, you can see we have an impact mark. Another one right here. And you see, that's just it. You can't see these from the ground. Another one right here. Yep, they kind of start to stand out, but that's only because you can see them up close. You're not going to see something like this from the ground, and that's why most people think that the storm that they saw on the news didn't affect them. See it right here, right there. Another one right here. Another one right here. Another one right here. You can see how it starts to create a cluster. One right there, another one right here. When we get over here, this is the front of the house. Just like you saw on the other side, you can't see these from the ground because they kind of blend in. Oh, see, there's one right here. Almost missed that one, and I'm right in front of it. Look at it right here. See this? This is what I mean. When you look at it, it doesn't look like much compared to what's around it, but what you're actually seeing is that contrast between one and the other, and you can tell that these banners were pushed in. You got one right next to it over here. That's what's so tricky about finding these. That's why we sweat like crazy, because we're trying to isolate them. The only way to isolate them is to get right in front of them. So this right here is the front slope of the property. And already we've got 3, 6, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. I got like 28 of them. So easily when these storms hit, we see the news and we see one house that had screens all caved in, and everybody thinks, well, that didn't happen to me, so I must be okay. And yet, look, see them? There they are, right there. There's one right next to it, just as I had circled that one. When you get a full condition roof inspection, the objective is not to just see, okay, there's a couple hits, I have damage. You want to be able to document all of it. This one right here even cracked it, and that's kind of what you have here. A whole bunch of pock. If I went on and circled every single marking on this roof, this slope alone right here, oh, I don't know, would have probably 200. This one also has easily 20 plus. What we're doing is see if the damage is concentrated. So you can see the marking 20 plus. Got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You got 17 that were marked. Easily you can see there are others. And again, but for them blending in, one would probably think that the roof is fine. Here again, one last, actually two of them. I just saw another one right here. Another one right here next to it. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at this from a wide angle. And there you have it. That's what hail is all about. The unseen. Just gotta have a trained eye to have it. That's why we train our guys for 5 months. That's the minimum, by the way, because you're not going to see this. It's not always going to be that obvious. Sometimes it's going to be right next to it. If you're not trained enough to see it, you're not going to. And then you have scenarios like this right here, that when you see a line, at some point this shingle had some stress placed on it, but hail didn't cause that, so it's not marked. Most important thing is to document based on exactly what we're seeing, and if we see it, we mark it. If we don't see it, you leave it alone. This is Calloway Roofing. Go ahead and schedule inspection, because it doesn't cost you anything to get it inspected, but you have the documentation so that you're not cited for negligence later, saying that you didn't, even though a storm hit. And if pictures reveal there's nothing, then there's nothing. But as you can see here, it's going to be here a while.